want you to consider 5 things when you're talking about room organization and the flow of traffic in your room. I want you to think about the grade and the subject you teach, because that's going to be important to how you set your room up and where your items are located and how often kids have to go get things, and age level as far as, do you have stations? Do you have stations that they play in? Or are they more adult-like in high school, and as long as you don't create bottlenecks, they can flow a little bit more self-directed. Consider the grade and the subject you teach. Consider the instructional method that you like the most. So are you a person that likes to lecture? Because if you're a person who likes to lecture, then perhaps rows and columns are better for you, because then everybody can see you and everybody's facing the same direction. Or perhaps you are one that likes group work, you like collaboration, you like centers, you like all those things, and those things are more traditional in elementary into the middle school, whereas lecture is more middle and high school. But there's some mixing and matching. I don't think there's a wrong or right way. The wrong or right way would just be that you're doing an awful job. Lecture is good and very valuable at any level. It looks a little different when you're talking about early elementary kids, where you might have them on the carpet and you're doing carpet time, but that's still lecture. They're just in a different configuration, but they're still sort of all facing you and they're still paying attention to you as you go through things. It's a little more interactive, but nonetheless, lectures can definitely be interactive and they can be done right. So, consider the instructional method that you think you're going to like the most, because the way you set your room up should be dictated by how you plan on teaching your class the majority of the time. What is your comfort level with organized chaos versus extremely structured? Some people can take a fair amount of noise and a fair amount of organized chaos because they've got it organized and they know exactly what's happening. But some people can't. Some people just want it very organized. They don't want that. So if you're talking about groups and centers and choice seating and all those things, you might be a person who doesn't mind a little organized chaos. The comfort of a student who is required to sit and listen for extended time. I want you to consider that. If you are in a conference all day and you are sitting there all day listening, what is your comfort level with staying in one place all day long? Or even for one class period? Consider that. Lastly, I want you to consider how it will affect your ability to manage the classrooms. Taking all these things into consideration and taking into consideration that you're new at what you're doing, how is your classroom arrangement going to affect how you're able to manage your classroom? So keep those things in mind as we go through this.